GTA 5. We're doing the story missions. I fought the law. Double A gamer for life. Okay, we're gonna get a good look at the what we need to do to get gold here. Here are our requirements. All right, like most of all the missions in the game, when there's a time-sensitive requirement for gold, you're not going to be able to watch the cinematics, and this mission is definitely related to that. Although you will see the cinematics in this video. Um, Once we get through the cinematic, I'll get a little bit more into it.
Hello?
Slick! Oh, you must be Michael's boy. Oh, man. Sometimes enlightenment, it can be a real bitch. Good to meet you.
Yeah, likewise, homie.
We hear you're a competent repo guy, yes?
This is kind of like a little hobby of mine, requisitioning the underappreciated possessions of my contemporaries for some wealthy communists in China who will value them much more.
What?
Robbing my so-called friends, Slick.
Why?
Why? Because they have things nobody else has, because they can afford it, because frankly, I'm rich enough to do whatever the fuck I want, and you're poor enough not to ask me any goddamn stupid questions. Now, I mean that as a friend. Namaste.
That's a nice fucking speech about the value of friendship.
Oh, of course, you must be the creepy one.
That's coming from you, please. What's going on?
You're gonna dress up as traffic cops, and you're gonna rob two trust fund kids that I know and dislike intensely.
Why?
We can get a good price for the vehicles in Asia. Look, complete the work, you'll all be well paid.
You're late, sugar tits.
Yep. So what's going on?
Oh, you finally get to realize your childhood dream and dress up as a cop.
Mr. Weston's research team suggests the two boys like to ride on the Sonora Freeway.
Sounds manageable.
Hey, you two get going.
Ooh, let's go, T.
Dog, I don't know if this shit is for me, homie. My life's already way the fuck out of control.
All right, look. I'm a Darwinist, brother, all right? Some prosper and some struggle. Now, are you out of your goddamn mind? This is your lucky break. Choose. Now, are you gonna do this, or have you simply found your level in life?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I'll guess who will, homie.
All right, that Devlin dude is a real a-hole. Okay, so you're gonna notice that the cutscenes are through a different time through the mission, and the gameplay is actually in a different time. That'll be very apparent because the cutscenes are kind of at night and the gameplay is during the day. But like I was mentioning, to get your time in, you're 100% not going to be able to watch the cinematics. It's just the way it is. It actually took me several times to get through this mission to make time. So I get through it in 11 minutes and 17 seconds, and you got 12 to get through it. And it just goes without saying that you're driving. I mean, not only do you need to drive fast, but you got to try to avoid getting into any fender benders along the way because the time refrain. You just don't want to get spun out, jammed up behind a car, anything like that. You know, all those kind of things are going to reflect on your time. Okay, all the other requirements are basically pretty simple as far as you need to drive through the buses, think some between two trucks. When it switches to Michael and Trevor, you need to follow Trevor through a tunnel. And then you need to use Franklin's special ability, which goes without saying throughout the mission. It would definitely be helpful to do that. I think when I get to the buses or the trucks, I use the special ability just to avoid, having any accidents. And there I am using it just a little bit there.
All right, man. Look, I'll see you soon.
There's a lot of traffic, goes without saying.
Get the drivers there and get them going at speed.
And given that the time that's allotted, you cannot really afford to get spun out or jammed up. And of course, it wouldn't be a Grand Theft Auto mission if they didn't throw a shitload of traffic in there. All right, so when you pull up here, there'll be a short little cutscene. And again, you're going to have to skip through this to try to make your time.
How about we see which one of you two is for real? So get in your cars and let's see if they move as fast as your mouth.
Ooh, the fool wants to race us.
We were just getting out of here anyway.
All right.
Alright, so coming out of the gas station, you're going to be going against traffic. Okay, I veer off to the other side. Okay, it's not totally critical that you pass these guys. I think at some point I do get the lead. Okay, I think this is the 2 trucks you need to go between. And then up a little bit will be, I think, 2 buses that you have to go between. Nice save.
My car, you damn moron!
God damn it! For fuck's sake.
And if these guys get too far ahead of you, it's going to be mission failed, so... Okay, you just have to go between the buses. Nothing said about hitting them or anything like that, so it's all legal. As far as Grand Theft Auto is concerned anyway, getting our goal requirements. Okay, definitely give these guys some leeway. If you can get in front of them, great, but don't let them spin you out. Okay, it's really not a race as far as getting in front of them. Just at a certain point, and it's going to happen any second. Franklin's going to call the guys saying we're coming, and then you're going to switch to Michael and Trevor here.
Hey, we coming up now, man. Be there in a few seconds.
Got it.
Whatever. Here they come.
Of course, they're having a
Tell you about
donut.
that later.
They ain't gonna stop with us back here. We gotta get right up behind them. This one's on the wrong side of the road. I'll stay on him. Now come if you can handle it.
Okay, so this is one of the requirements is following Trevor through the tunnel. You know, and obviously you're on a bike, which means if you hit something, there's a good chance you're going to go flying. So Franklin's special ability definitely would have been helpful here, but
I don't think they can hear the sirens.
just going to have to do your best to not hit something.
Our patience will be rewarded.
God knows
Stay
it
with
happened a few times for me.
Let's do this. Let's get them.
How you doing, T? We gotta hang in there.
Am I gaining on them or is that
They
my
just
imagination?
show these guys on the police motorcycles and the uniforms. I just
Driving into
don't know
Polio
exactly
Bay.
how they got
Traffic
them.
might
Not
slow
really part of
down.
the mission.
Yeah, we gotta stick with them. They gotta stop sometime.
How far are they taking us? I could swear we've circled half the state. Frank's still on him. The dickheads probably want him to stop and take the heat. I'm on him. We're coming back for you.
Okay, it's always the same as far as getting these cars to stop. No matter how close you stay with them, the little cutscene won't happen until you get in the middle of the bridge coming up here.
They're slowing down. This looks like our shot.
It's about time.
So most likely, if you wind up getting knocked off your bike, the odds of you making your time are going to be very slim. And of course, if you wind up having to use a checkpoint, then obviously that time requirement will be voided. So
They're pulling over.
Sweet.
Okay, again, a little cinematic here, which was skipped through it to make time.
Whoa, hey, stay in the car there, homeboy. I'll deal with you later.
Yeah, fuck you too.
You know how fast you were going?
Gee, I don't know, officer. I try to keep it under the limit.
Well, you and your boys look like you were drag racing from where we were sitting there, so why don't you get yourself out of the car? Come on.
Officer,
Officer,
is this entirely
Yes,
necessary?
it is. Get on. Come on. Hands on the car. Let's go. Come on.
Get out of the fucking car!
You know, this Devlin dude, he's
hey.
supposedly a real rich
All
person.
right, we got to make sure.
Begs the question why he's even bothering with these cars. I mean, I know he's going to sell them for a lot of money, and his plan was to get us to steal all these cars and not pay us. It didn't work out for him at the end of the game, but still, you got to ask yourself the question, you know, why? I mean, doesn't seem like he's hurting for money,
Hey,
but
you that lady?
can't ever tell with the rich people what their thoughts are on these
This is
situations.
Molly Schultz, Senior Vice President
All right,
and General
so
Counsel for Devin Weston
once the
Holdings.
cars take
I need to
off,
tell Devin we got
switch
them
back to
cars.
Franklin.
Mr. Weston
Obviously,
will
it
not
would make
discuss
sense you
matters
want to
like
use
this
his
with you on the
special
phone.
ability as
I'll
much
be
as
your
possible
protocol
to
for
get to the
business
end.
concerns.
Well, shit, me and your
Clock
boss
is
ain't gonna have
ticking.
any personal concerns.
So
Bring the cars
again,
to
we
Hayes
need
Auto
to
on
try to
Little
avoid
Bighorn in South Los Santos.
having
Mr.
any
Weston and I will meet
collisions
you there.
if possible.
Well, I ain't waiting around, man. Let's go, but don't mess up the cars, you hear me?
If you find yourself getting loose, hit his special ability to come correct.
I'm gonna be there well ahead of you. Asshole. Man, that was weird.
And you know, run the guardrail if you need to.
Hey, it ain't no fun if no one's pushing me. Come on, dudes. I wouldn't write off Uncle T. Hey, Frank. Yeah. What'd I tell you, bro? These cars. This is an opportunity. Yeah, if you say so. You know what? Right before I met you, I was boosting rides and racing them. It feels like it come full circle to me. Come on. No, I'm serious. If you hadn't got me fired from my repo job, this is exactly the kind of shit I be doing.
There we go. Activate a special
So thanks,
ability.
dawg. After all the crap we've been through, man, you got me right back where I'll be at anyway. Nice. Stacked it.
Nice. That special ability will pull you out of trouble, I'll tell you.
Hey, look. Weston, he ain't like anyone you worked for before. Man, he runs his mouth, wants me to boost cars.
As you can see, I'm using it sparingly.
Fraction of what they worth. It don't sound that different, to be honest. You must know who this guy is. Look him up. He's the real deal. I've seen his house. He can make things happen. So, he like, to you, what you were to me. I see your house. I think this dude can take me places. Yeah, maybe.
Okay, I made a mistake a couple times hitting this ramp to the right. And you don't want to do that. Stay down to the left side going through the tunnel.
What's your angle, Mike? What do you mean? Like, how am I gonna beat your ass in this race? Don't worry, I'm taking care of that. I mean, is it just a smell of green? Or is there some other thing with this guy and you? You know, feels funky.
Okay, now that we're hitting the city, I'm going to use this special ability a little bit more.
You know, help him make the best of the chances he's given. Hey, if it's about the girl, I saw her first. Don't get too creepy, all right? She's a professional woman who's doing her job. And leave it at that. No sexual harassment in the workplace, T. Not on my watch. I'm serious. Both of you. Back off her. Hey, your car's still all right? Good to see you taking this seriously.
Cut the corner. Of course, got to spin out.
So, how your car, Mike? My car's...
Okay, so if you're trying to make time, make sure to skip through this as soon as possible.
Gentlemen, I love you all. Oh God, this is gonna be fantastic. One kid and 2 old creeps. Who the fuck would have thought it?
Gentlemen, move the vehicles.
Hey, gimme 5, 5, and 5. Oh, hey, chest kiss, homie. Boom.
Dog, come on, man. You got the fucking paper?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Look, you finish the job, you get the paper. But the order was for 5 cars. If I'm not mistaken, that's only 2. Just give me the fucking money now. Oh, I'm so scared. I really, really am. But you know what? I'm a payment on
He's such a
completion of work
douche.
type of guy. You don't like the job? Take a fucking walk.
Like, come on, man. Hold on. So what's next, man?
Well, it's the Z-type. Chad Mulligan.
Lay it on him, kid.
Mulligan's a record producer. He's going through a messy divorce. He's hiding his valuable assets, including the car, so that makes it complicated. He'll clock any ground surveillance we run. All we've got to go on is that the car's in a lockup in Howick.
So we just go house to house.
Not quite. We have access to an LSPD helicopter. The computer on board can ID pedestrians from a chip in their driver's license. Find Mulligan and Howick, follow him to the lockup. Someone on the ground collects the car.
All right, so who does what?
You're not needed for this job. Phillips, you're in the chopper. Clinton, you're on the ground.
Yeah, I don't understand the deal between you two.
Yeah, well, I don't understand the deal between you two either. But you know what? Life! It's just one long mystery. Bye-bye, gentlemen, and stay spiritual. Oh, and Michael, I'll be in touch about your friend, Solomon.
All right, good.
All right. Okay, so exception of missing the cinematics, getting all your gold in one time through is very doable. So there's all gold, and then we'll see what all the gold requirements are. And that's going to wrap up this mission. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.